Social media is not a real place. Instead of looking at social media, look at your immediate environment. A bad view of the relationship between your father and your mother, it means your mother and your father have failed you.
Femininity and feminism was in order to give women power.
A relationship is like a partnership. People outside should not be hearing what happens indoors. Some people just date for vibes. Hey guys, brand new episode. We're talking about how to reduce volume or noise in a relationship.
Comrade, off the mic.
Yeah, so side chatter, we're trying to get rid of it. How do you do that?
This was a topic that we're having today, and I think more people should know about this.
Yeah.
Your relationship should be something somewhat private. Do you agree or not?
I agree. So if you and someone are in a relationship, anything that you need to deal with should be done as a team, not external, because the external people are actually not in the relationship. They only work with what you give them.
That's what you've said now. You've just answered what I'm trying to say. Because you can tell somebody, oh, my boyfriend did this bad stuff, yeah? She's clicked that.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you come, oh, he did this bad stuff. She's clicked that. Now, the picture she has of you is a bad person. And she will do everything in her power to want to save you as her friend.
Of course, because it's a one-sided picture.
Women supporting women, men supporting men.
So if you're in a relationship, I think as matured adults, you should realize that relationship needs to work. And there are certain instances where you need some counseling for sure. But 99% of the time, anything that happens in a relationship should stay in the relationship.
Be fixed by the two people.
Yeah, except it has to do with abuse, physical abuse, emotional
abuse. Come to this podcast.
Yeah, but generally speaking, if it has to do with civil disputes, two of you are not relating well, general relationship issues, I feel that it should not be heard outside. Because the truth is that outside noise, like you mentioned, can affect the relationship.
Big time.
Because those outside noise, they are not in a relationship. They are just working with the information you've given them, whether good information or bad information.
That's true. And one funny part, yeah, outside information doesn't necessarily have to be the friends you confide in. Yeah. Sometimes your phone is a source of loud volume.
Correct. Social media.
Have you noticed sometimes where you have a fight with someone and then the moment you scroll on your phone, you see, oh, my husband is a toxic, my boyfriend is a manipulative, my girlfriend is a narcissistic sociopath.
Yeah.
This algorithm will feed into your rage.
Yes.
I don't know how they're able to do this stuff.
I think what happens is they listen into what's happening. Your phone has ears, right? It has a microphone. So they're listening into your relationship such that they will give you what they want to hear. So let's just say you're a girl now, you had a fight with your boyfriend. They will give it to Wizard Liz for her to brainwash you.
Exactly. They tell you are the prize. One thing people should need to realize is that you are not the prize in your relationship. The relationship is the prize. You are there to make the relationship work. I'm there to make the relationship work.
Yeah, but
so the moment you start having that entitlement, like, oh, I'm the prize, everything should boil down to me, your volume will become louder and you won't be able to listen to any other thing apart from that.
But how many people believe that now? Many people believe they're the prize in a relationship. That's the truth.
So who do you think is the prize in a relationship, the male or the female?
So what kind of relationship? Are you talking about boyfriend, girlfriend?
Serious boyfriend and girlfriend relationship of 4 years.
Okay, so I feel that the girl is the prize.
How?
She's the prize. How?
How is she the prize?
She's you. If you are before you marry someone like the girl now, you are proposing to her. You're asking for her hand in marriage.
Yeah, 10 other guys asking for her. You going for my? I'm talking.
So the 10 other guys if 10 other guys are asking for her, it only means she's the prize now because everybody's going for her.
That's for I've said something here. The most dangerous.
So let me land where I'm going to. At the beginning of the relationship,
okay,
the woman is the prize because you are chasing her, right?
What if she's chasing you? Hypergamy.
It's let's not talk about that. But 99% of the time is the guy that chases the girl. So definitely at that time she's the prize. But when they are married, it flips.
How?
It flips in the sense that when they are married, she has not confirmed the bias that this guy is a good man. He takes care of things. So girls will not be eyeing the guy in the sense that Most girls are not ready to take risk. They work with what they see. So, for example, let's say you are single now. There's no one to determine if you are a high value man, other than the fact that you're just there. But if they see you have a girlfriend, they'll be like, a girl saw something in this guy. That's why most girls go after men that have girlfriends. They don't go after single guys. That's the truth.
Is that are you giving us a life hack or what?
Not a life hack, especially let me even speak Nigerian girls. Nigerian girls are most likely to go after you if you have a girlfriend.
No,
Now,
I think they go after you if they see something of substance from you.
Yes.
And something of substance may not necessarily be a girlfriend. It could be maybe you know how to dance. There's this friend of mine, he can dance.
Yeah.
Anytime we go to the club, he does not go home by himself.
We're talking about relationship now, not just one night stand or fling. So,
but if let's say your neighbor sees you today with this girl, tomorrow sees you with this girl, she believes that okay, for this guy to be able to, there's something he's good at, and I want to test it.
And that's reiterating my point now. My point is that a girl will not just take the risk. For example, you now, they don't know if you have money. If you don't have money,
I have.
yes. Now, is it by they don't know if you are stingy. They get. If they see you have a girl, you're always spending on her, taking her to Zara, taking her to Gucci, the stores and stuff. Definitely, if they see that, and most times girls do talk, they don't know how to keep their mouth shut. Imagine your boyfriend is taking you to all those places. You are talking to your girls that their boyfriend don't do that to them. And you think they won't be jealous?
That's the topic of this thing. Learn to reduce the volume of conversations in your relationship. What he said now is basically your boyfriend is giving you things and you're telling this, okay, like, oh, guess what today? My boyfriend bought me flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what today? He took me out to shopping. Oh, guess what today? She's going to be like,
definitely at the beginning it's all fun and games, but there will be a time when you would do it so much that it will be like, come on.
And then she'll go be like, is this not your boy? And then she just go get him.
Yeah. And the truth is that girls feel that, they are girls, but most times girls are not girls. They are there to snatch your man.
This stuff you're talking about, girls. Why is it that it's a dicey topic? You know where I'm going to?
Yeah. Continue.
You see somebody, a girl that post some stuffs, and people are like, oh, go girl, you go girl, we're supporting you. You know that these stuffs are not really, but because your girls are urging you and you do this stuff. There's this friend of mine, a couple of years ago, 4, 5, 6 years ago, back in Nigeria, and she was in this relationship with this guy. They always had fights and they always settled. I don't know how they settled. Today they are fighting, they are breaking things in the house. Tomorrow they are all lovey-dovey. So everybody in the situation knew not to disturb the way they're fighting. Because when you talk, you become the bad guy when they reconcile. So whenever they're fighting, nobody cares. Because the next week you see them, they start going out of vacation.
But to me, when people are fighting and it turns into a physical fight, that's more of a red flag. It means something serious could happen where it will not be calmed. For example, now imagine you're saying they are using bottles and stuff. What if someone accidentally gets injured? What happens?
I don't know. Some people like some risky stuff like Harley Quinn and Joker.
Yeah, but this is people's life. This is people's life you're talking about now.
All right. So what I'm saying is that these people, they have fights, but they always reconcile it like a week or two, They always have these big fights and you're thinking that, oh, this is the straw that breaks the camel's back. But the next week they're back in. And then one day
most times I think it's the makeup sex that solves the problem.
How will you even get into the makeup is the same thing. What I'm trying to say is that then one day they broke up and we're expecting them to come back.
Really?
And 3 months, they've not, 4 months, and it became a year and they had not come back together. What we then realized was that apparently she said we were able to get some parts of the story. We don't know what's really true. She said she emotionally checked out of the relationship and she needed somebody else. So the moment she got somebody else, she was able to move from the relationship. The guy is currently single though. I don't even know. He should probably be on.
Basically, she didn't even get to heal. So she basically jumped from one relationship to the other.
She healed in the relationship.
Okay, so she was just with the guy. She was just with the guy till she saw the new person, basically.
I don't know. But we later realized that there's this girl that everybody knows in the area,
Yeah.
She's been around the block, and this was her best friend.
Yeah.
That they started hanging out together, And the moment she left her boy, she and that girl that has been around the block, they were best friends. So what people just realized was that it's like this girl just was shining the light on all these boys' flaw.
So, yeah. So she basically had someone in her ear.
Telling her stuff, This was something that anytime they always fight, nobody cares again.
But the truth is this: when you're in a relationship, there are some people you normally talk to. Depends on the person. Personally, I keep my relationship as private as possible. But there are some people that don't know how to keep their mouth shut. Anything that happens in their relationship, they're telling other people. And the truth is that the people they are telling will not even tell them anything about their own relationship. Or
Basically,
they will be the one like giving out information. So what I feel is that those people are not really matured enough to be in a relationship. If you're in a relationship and everything that happens in a relationship, a third party is hearing about it, you're not ready for a relationship. As far as I'm concerned, except something major happens, that's when you could say, oh, you have like a mother figure or something, someone that you could express yourself to. But if every single fight or every single thing that happens in a relationship, I'm hearing about it, it shows that people are not ready, as far as I'm concerned.
There's this lady on TikTok. She's very famous. Her content has been there. I don't know if we have not got it to cannot tag, but in the comment section you might see it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if somebody mistakenly write the name like me when I write the name. You know, so what happens is that her content was built around hating men.
Misogyny, basically.
I don't know what they call it, misogynistic. I don't know, but as of 2026, she's in a happy relationship with a man, and she's currently pregnant.
I know the person now. I think we've talked about this before.
You know? So,
yes, the one that the God proposed to, and she was like, I didn't ask you to follow my... yeah.
She had sold her market, yeah? There was a market for that.
She was selling hatred for men, basically. That was what
exactly.
Yeah.
But what she was doing, people bought into the idea. She had like million likes, million subscribers, millions this, millions that, you know, and the comment section was commenting, engagement was high. People were living their relationships, you know, listening to her because they thought she was wise, she was smart.
Yeah, I think what happens is people that are in those situations allow that people are in a good relationship. Even in a good relationship, there's no reason for me to shout it. I'll just be lucky. But people that are in bad situations and have bad experiences in relationship, it seems they're always louder online. And the truth is that for every bad relationship, there could be 2 or 3 good relationships. But the bad ones are the ones that are louder. Because, for example, now, I came from a stable home. I had my mom and my dad, and everything was nice. There was no issue. So I'm brought up in a way that, oh, I know, okay, this is the standard. Do you get gist? So if I'm hearing other people talking about it, I'm not saying that they did not have that experience, but you cannot categorize all relationship to be in that basket. So for example, now, the women that actually chained the lady up, it's possible that the experiences they've had with men were not a good one, or they were just used to picking the wrong men. That's the truth. The people you pick, like me now, someone will be like, oh, how would they have known? There are some men that are just red banners. You may be like, oh, how will you know? You will see some red flags, but they ignore it till the end of the relationship and they start complaining all men are bad. But the good man, they will not go for the good man. It's the bad man they go for. That's the truth. So for example, now, let us say the good men now are not interesting to them. They are not going to the club. Maybe they are geeks. They play video games. They are not interested in those kind of men. They cannot make them laugh. The kind of men that they're interested in are the men that a lot of women are after them. So when they are like the second or third baby mama, they are like, they're like, why did I pick the wrong man? And the truth is that they went for that kind of man and they think they can change him. Just assume now, you are a man and you are 6'3" now, 6'4" now.
Don't assume I'm 6'.
Okay, 6'4", you are 6'4" now. Now you have like 5 girls chatting you up. 6 girls chatting you up. Now you have your main thing though. Then you have 5 side things. Now, will you be okay? They will be disturbing you now.
How would they disturb me? It's called compartmentalization.
You get your gist.
I know one friend of mine. He has 10. He put them on router.
Yeah, but there are some men that don't even have one.
That's true.
There's a men, they will not go for the men that don't have one or that will cherish them like queens. But anyhow, Sha, I will not lie to even those men, Sha, can even fuck them up too. Who knows?
The thing, yeah, what people consider that, oh, I'm a good man is because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't. That's not what makes you a good man.
What makes you a good man then?
A good man is somebody that follow this podcast and like, share, and subscribe.
A good
That's
man,
one.
yes.
If you don't share, like, subscribe, and you watch this podcast, you are not a
And
good
a
person.
good woman, you need to share, like, and subscribe.
A good woman need to follow and share it to 7 of our friends before as you watch the video, share it. But what I'm trying to say is that being good is just an adjective.
Okay.
Because it's a vast, it's expansive. Because you can be a good person. I know a girl that said, "Oh, you are a good man. I love you, but I had to walk away."
Yes, it's good. Just being the good person is not enough.
Good person is just that's you being good, but you don't meet my basic needs.
That doesn't mean you are, basically, That doesn't mean you'll be my husband or my wife.
Exactly. You are a good person, but you are not good for me. Hey, that one pay me. That one of my hardest breakup lines. I customized the shirt. She said, "You are a good person. You are a lovely person. You're funny. You're jovial, but you're not the one for me." My heart just broke like this. You know? So being good is don't reason yourself as, "Oh, I'm a good person, so I deserve the best." No. Rain falls on the good people, falls on the bad people. Sun shines on good, sun shines on the bad. What you should do is that when you're in a relationship, you need to prioritize your relationship.
Well, you can prioritize your relationship, but what if you prioritize your relationship and at the end of the day, the person that you're in your partnership with does not prioritize a relationship like you?
That way, you will know that you have done something. Don't enter a relationship half-assedly. Know the reason why you're dating somebody. If you're there for the knacks.
Some people just date for vibes.
Exactly.
Most people date for vibes. For example, now, if you ask the average boy and girl why they are dating,
they don't know.
They don't know.
No definition of
definition. They are just vibes, nothing serious. Tomorrow they're in a new relationship.
Oh, something serious though. You know?
Yeah.
Serious at that point in time until she decides to walk away. Until he decides to walk away. No excuses.
There's people that are still dating. They know that they're not going to end up with that person, but they're just there because they just like that person's company. But they know long term, they're not the one for the person. So, for example, let us say a guy and a girl discussed in the beginning of relationship that in the long term, the guy will say, "Oh, I want children." The girl will be like, "I don't want children." Long term, that's not going to work. But because
she has said it that she doesn't want kids.
She doesn't want kids, but based on the fact that they like each other's company and stuff like that, that doesn't really change the end goal. But there will be a point in that relationship when things will now be moving seriously. Not maybe in the beginning period, they will be like they are growing, honeymoon stage, they are just growing, maybe they are multitasking. But there will be a transition period when they are ready to settle down. Then the real question will now be, the guy want to propose and stuff like that. But before he proposes, but like, he will ask the question again if she has changed her mind, and she possibly have not changed her mind. You get? Now the relationship has cancelled.
But
it could have been cancelled 4 or 5 years ago. You get this?
All boils down to listening.
Yeah.
Look at the signs. Because if you don't focus on the signs, you will see wonders.
Yeah, so you will see wonders.
What this podcast is trying to let you understand is that there are some voices you do not need to pay attention to, because what you feed your interest to will grow. It's like a seed. So the moment you start focusing on the negative parts of your relationship, you will see more negative parts.
That's true, in a sense that you focus more on what you are interested in. For example, now if you are focused on what the person does, so if you are focused on the good things the person does in relationship, you will always see more of the good things. But if you focus on the negative part of the person, you will see the negative part more because it kind of overshadows the positive part. Now, let's say I'm a girl now, or let's just say you're a girl.
You are a girl.
Okay, let's just say you're a girl. And you have a boyfriend. It's not compulsory you must share all the nitty-gritties of what the boy does with you, with your girls. Come on now. You can share, definitely, you could share some stuff, but you don't need to tell them, "Oh, he bought me this, he bought me that."
As girls, we have what we call a debriefing.
You don't need to debrief everything.
We need you to debrief us. Yeah. I think if you're dating, let everybody know, because the moment you start hiding your relationship, you're not really proud of what you're dating.
You're not proud as what sense? What I mean is that, let's just say like now, you're dating a boy. Your girls do not need to know everything that happens in the relationship.
They can know, but let them know only what you want them to know.
Yes.
They don't need to know everything.
There's some people that don't know anything about the relationship. Don't you know? But they're living fine. Do you get?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, so they are like mysterious to you. You don't know what's going on. You get just a relationship is like a partnership. People outside should not be hearing what happens indoors between you and those. You can, if something serious is happening, you could definitely share, but not minor things like that. I get just because the truth is that those people now that you feel that are your friends, they may be giving you a wrong decision. They may give you wrong decisions. Some of them have not been in a relationship for 5 years.
But they are the masters of advice.
But they are the masters of advice. They are the professionals in relationship. Do you get this? So that's basically just it. So don't let people be in your ears.
Not even people, or what you consume online.
Yeah.
Use your initiative. If people say they hate men, all men are the same. You know.
Don't you have brothers?
That's
Don't
what I
you
was
have
gonna say.
cousins?
Your brother,
They don't
your
have
cousin,
fathers.
fine,
Are they like that?
Your dad was not in the picture, but you've got brothers.
Let us assume
Your brothers are not-
most people have fathers, except I understand some people don't
What
have
if your
fathers.
father has like moved on?
Yeah, but you probably remember one certain time before he moved on. You get just
Basically.
you get just so not every man, definitely in both genders, we have good and bad.
That's true.
It could be that there are more bad men than bad women. Nobody's disputing that fact. But you
They
cannot
say
just
not all men, but some men.
some men you get just so let's look at this way. You give birth to a boy, or are you saying you won't give birth to a boy?
I was watching one
You give birth
Instagram.
to a boy too. So
I was watching one post, and the lady was like, "Oh, if we give birth to a boy, let us
like castrate.
yes from when you're a baby."
Wow.
And the comment section was booming. That lady is clear that she does not. She's just a hater. Like, how will you give birth to your baby boy that you carried for 17 months? Yeah, I mean
9 months.
Is it 9 months?
9 months.
And then that is what is coming to your head. Like, okay, I don't want this my boy to be a.
Yes. So what I've seen is that most of those ladies, that's what they sell. They sell. It's most of those social media people now.
They sell hate.
They sell hate. That is what they sell. People are not ready to tune in. People tune into hate more than positive stuff. So they sell it. Mind you, those people, it's not as if they believe all this stuff.
And you know the funniest part, they hide it under femininity.
Yes, but femininity has passed. It's not. It does
I
not
think
relate.
this is another version of femininity we're experiencing. Femininity and feminism was in order to give women power. You know, before
Uplift
women could
them.
not vote, now they can vote. Before women could not go to school, now they are going to school. Before women could not be presidents, now they're president. Before women could not, now they are. That's it. But now they
Basically, try to make the playing field equal for them.
that was how the first wave of feminism happened.
Yeah.
You know, making even the
That
playing
is
field.
technically the definition
But now,
of it. Yeah.
they want to put women like up above. You know, that's no more feminism. That is now toxic femininity.
Most of them, if you follow it, most of them, they actually hate men. They hate men because of a few behaviors of some men. You get just
So is this a trauma response?
most of them is probably trauma response.
Or the
most of
algorithm is training them?
most of them, they are just like the loudest noisemakers. Because there are some role models out there that have successful marriages. That their marriages did not affect their career. But a lot of women nowadays feel, oh, I won't get married because I won't be able to maximize my career, stuff like that. So in terms of the world right now, I feel that the people that people are taking advice from are people that are just noise and saying negative things. People that have positive experiences are not being listened to as much as people that have negative experiences.
They call those ladies pick-me's.
Imagine you get married now, you're a pick-me. If you give birth to a child now, you're a pick-me.
If you carry your boy lovingly, or you are a pick-me.
If you post your boy now, you're a pick-me. Like I said, those people are just haters. You get don't take them seriously.
Exactly. Learn to channel your thoughts. I always assume positive intent.
See, how to do this? Social media is not a real place. You've mentioned this before. Instead of looking at social media, look at your immediate environment. That is the one you can relate to more. Look at your father first and your mother. What is their relationship like? If you have a bad out view or look or if you have like a bad view of the relationship between your father and your mother, it means your mother and your father have failed you, because they are the first guides or the first role models that should show you how life is. If, for example, now you have a father and your mother and they're not together, or something happened and they're not able to treat you guys as the children, it means that's where the failure start coming from. Because if they did their job as your father and your mother, you should be able to say, okay, my father is a good man. He does all his rights. He protects my family. My mother does this, my mother does that. But if you don't have, your father has failed you, your mother has failed you, that's when you start thinking, looking for outside view to get your advice from. But if your father and mother did not fail you, then you'll be good.
I think there is an age you
Yeah.
get to where if you still feel that this was what formed you, then you are the failure. You are the problem.
No. So the truth is that no matter what, your parents are the ones that start the job, and your immediate environment.
So are you saying because my parents were not together, I should not be together with a partner?
It has an impact. It has an impact. If your
has an
father
impact.
and your mother are not together, and they did not try and work on building you as a stage, like, for example, now, let's just say you are not used to having like a stable home. Not having a stable home to you would be normal.
Nope. Maybe, I don't know.
You don't believe so. So let me give you an example now. Let us say you have a father and mother that don't cheat, or you never had that cheating now.
Or you do not know.
Please, except you are dumb. If you are in your parents' house, you would know if your father is a cheating.
You can't know. What if your father is someone that travels, like say he works offshore 6 months, come back? I watched the movie where this man had 2 families.
Bro, you're talking as if you don't know.
You can't know.
Except your father, you cannot touch their phone or
You
stuff
can't
like that.
know. If they don't want you to know, you will not know.
Life, this is not 2020, 2007, this is 2025 or 2026. But long story short, your parents have a major role to play.
That's true.
In your upbringing and your outlook in life. If your father, your brothers and sisters are doing their own room, I don't see why you need to be taking advice from random people in the internet about men are good or men are bad, or women are good or women are bad. Use your parents as benchmark. If they did their job, fine. If they did not do their job, then I can see why they now look to outside validation to see what they need to be done.
Some people just like validations. So when they are in a relationship and they don't get this, because I used to date this girl and she asked me one question. She said, when we started dating, you used to call me for 70 hours a day. You used to call me, you used to send me. But after a while, you stopped. What happened?
So you have lost what to talk about now. If you're in a relationship for a long time, it cannot be as fresh as when two of you don't know each other. You have done all the styles. You've seen her body in and out. You've listened to whatever she wants to say.
There's really nothing new.
There's nothing new, except two of you try and create new memories together. You get just.
That's
But
an answer.
if you guys go and create new memories together, that is something. Okay, for example, now people are planning a trip. People can speak about, you can spend 10 hours talking about that trip.
Basically.
Yeah. Or there are many things you can talk about. You get just. But if you are talking about, imagine you have been in a relationship for 6 years.
She just called you out of the blues. Hello. I'm like, okay. She's like, why are you not speaking? I'm like, there's really nothing to talk about. She's like, oh, you hate me.
Not really nothing to talk about. You could be talking about like a favorite show. There are many things to talk about. The truth is that the vibe matters. Vibe matters. Vibe matters.
So that one is for another podcast on how to vibe up your relationship.
Yeah, because the truth is that in a relationship, there's ups and downs.
It's not a bed of roses.
And it takes two to tango. You cannot just leave the job to just the man and
That's
just say it.
or the woman, basically.
Or just the woman. You get just. So this is one of the things we're talking about. Do not let social media, outside noise affect your relationship. That's one of the takeaways from this.
That's good.
That's
All
good.
right. Peace.
Peace.